yeah, much your point. Like this is probably like in terms of the actual game studio here, Godlimations. This is a very godless game. Um, they haven't. Now there is still like kind of they've kind of leaned on the kind of more horror aspect of it. You know, the kind of like dive. And what I'm glad to see is like they kind of played their own strengths of having this very unique, um, like shadowy art style and stuff like that. You know, making use of what they have. Um, like I think
That's a
it's a
trap.
good it's a good choice having say like the everything with the kind of like that kind of flickering light. So
Yeah.
like you don't see the entire level. You just kind of you're consumed in shadow for the most part. Um, now whether that was a stylistic choice or a limitation of the game engine, I'd say that's probably the latter. But they work it into the story nonetheless anyway. So there'll be a reason why everything is silhouetted like this. That we reveal later on in the plot.
Money in the Bank is in September, and Terry doesn't see a problem. It's disgusting. Like having the Royal Rumble in the 1st of February. I mean, fucking disgusting.
Say that again. The Royal Rumble is when?
The last Royal Rumble was the 1st of February. Or
Yeah.
2nd of February? That's disgusting. That's a January pay-per-view.
Yeah, sometimes the
Like have
weeks don't fall out, like, you know?
yeah, but it's like having a SummerSlam in fucking October. That's SummerSlam, is it?
Did they not pack in Money in the Bank, or is it still going on
It's still going on, but it's in the 6th of September.
next year?
Yeah,
Did they have one this year?
Yeah.
yeah, they did.
Rollins was the
Yeah,
Rollins.
Rollins won it.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Who else? Who won the women's one? Hold on.
The women's Money in the Bank.
Because it was a really early cash in. I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it not EO? No.
Yeah, it was Io Sky.
Oh, was it here? Oh, no.
I would have won that pub quiz.
I'm gonna double check it now because you have me wondering.
Yeah, I need to check this too, just to be on the safe side.
I could
I
be
think
that
you're
mixed
right.
up with last year, but however.
Ah, you're wrong. It was Naomi. Ah,
That's who it was. I remember.
Oh, it was.
Now I remember. Yeah.
Yes.
You know me.
Yes, it was last year. I was thinking the year before. I was thinking of.
Io Sky was 2023. Tiffany Strat was 24.
Yeah.
Naomi was 25.
So this is the majority of the game. In terms of the gameplay progression, this is pretty much how it goes. So like you're in this area, there is going to be a locked door of some description. Find the key on the map, unlock it, and then fight the boss. So that's a pattern that basically repeats a little bit throughout this game, but it's fine. Like it's not necessarily a deal breaker in that respect. You know, it's just
It's a fine game. It's the art style is quite nice, to be honest.
I will say it plays well, and then it doesn't. And we'll get to that stage when it happens.
Why do I have
It's like a more modern version of Pitfall, isn't it?
Why do I have a feeling?
It's what it's done is it's done Castlevania style experience. That's what its main kind of like inspiration.
And they fucking incorporate in some fucking hardcore drum and bass while they're at it, like.
Yeah, I mean, like a soundtrack is a soundtrack, I suppose. But yeah, even the way the maps are set up here now, like this kind of like that kind of tile setup there, that is a main kind of tenet of like that kind of Metroidvania style gameplay. So. Because that's the only way that's the best way to express their maps is to have these kind of tiles like moving up and back like.
And is Arnie the boss here?
Yes, he is.
You're a lot tougher than the others, I'll give you that.
What others? Who are you?
I am Inglor, and...
Oh, maybe it's a brunette Dolph Lundgren.
You have no idea what you
It's
are.
a mixture.
I don't know what's happening. I don't understand anything.
Arnold Lundgren.
Yes.
Again, let's all act shocked that it's Edwin Tiong that's voice acting here, because he always seems to end up on these fucking Godlimations games.
Yeah.
Lord, my name is Amea, and I don't know where I am. Why am I here? Can you help me?
You have always been here, Amea, and nothing has changed, but you.
What do you mean?
Listen, What I'm about to tell you may sound insane.
And in case you're curious as
If you
well,
just follow my
remember I was talking
instructions,
about all
there's
the
a
basics
chance
of the game
you'll be
is
able
like
to
series of
resume
Easter
your
eggs and
old life.
references. Yeah,
You have the means
Zombie
to save
Inglore
yourself.
is another
You
game
have
that
to
they
do this
made
now,
years before
while you
this,
can still
and
see.
is literally this exact same character.
You
So
have to
basically, in
gouge out
canon,
your eyes.
whatever happens in his
What?
game
It's the
happens,
only
and
way,
then he
Amea.
just suddenly randomly finds
Allow
himself
me.
in this other
I'll rip them
space
out
and
of your
time
socket so
as the exact
fast
same
you won't
character.
feel a thing.
No, get away from me!
Don't let her escape.
You know,
Don't let her escape. Flies up in the air like. Fuck's sake. Poochie's just gone home to his, his home planet.
yeah, that's it. Good luck, goodbye.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that music more.
Yeah, I think that's Bradley Orr again. I think that's at it. So yeah, that's his music. So again, he will show up a lot in these games just to show off his stuff. But like, I think he still does work as far as I know. Don't know what like kind of I don't know if he's attached to a studio now or he's just freelance. But again, he's one of those ones that has a very unique kind of style to his stuff. You know. It's like, if there's one thing you can always say about Newgrounds is that it really was a very kind of organic place for people to find their kind of niches and their skills and their strengths. You know, like if you didn't find it, like if you weren't any decent as a game developer, you could have been able to make Flash movies, or you can do certain pivots and styles like that, or much like if you're someone like Edwin Tiong and you realize, oh shit, I've got a voice for acting. Let's just do that instead. You know, so. Like, I don't know if there's like, I suppose like the real kind of like, I guess the real success story from Newgrounds out of all the ones were the guys behind Smiling Friends, because a lot of those like characters and ideas are straight from Newgrounds. Like all the idea of just having like a whole lot of different animation styles smashed together and hope for the best is literally a Newgrounds project that they've done countless times before. So even bringing that kind of weird kind of like pseudo like nuance like that pseudo internet like humor into a TV show is very much how Smiling Friends came to be.
It works for a goal.
Hang on, he's about to take a free kick. Hang on, don't ruin it for me.
No, he didn't.
No, it was my brother who he's become the world's biggest vertator. He's just at this point, it's just a thing that he does now.
Very close. Forced
He keeps calling him a shitbag. So anytime he has a legitimate goal scoring opportunity, he's like probably one of the few people on earth going, I hope he fucking misses. Because the longer this goes on, the funnier it gets.
No, that would have been a great goal. I mean, he did force a good save. It was a good effort, to be fair.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that Hater Central page on Twitter, and they did a thing for Alexander Isak versus Liverpool, stoppable on his day. It's not the one to get from the United game. Fucking very funny.
Could this be like Darwin 2.0 with Isak? I don't know.
No, I don't think
No.
No. Again, don't forget, like the guy basically did sabotage his own preseason, so I don't think he's like.
I suppose.
Yeah, so like it's like it is that kind of thing where like you do need to actually like it's not a short-term thing, unfortunately, that like this team is gonna click into gear. It is gonna take a bit longer than they hoped, and that's fine. I think it's abundant. I think it should be abundantly clear that this season is a bit of a free hit for Liverpool for obvious off the pitch reasons. So we shouldn't be setting stupid fucking like deadlines and requirements for them. Like they've got other shit going on.
I think the issue is that you did win the league last year.
Yes.
You did spend 400 million in the summer.
Yes.
There's only so much credence you can really give to that.
When's the last time? Indulge me now. When's the last time that you've seen that a team has done a massive squad overhaul like this
Quickly, get in.
and held position in the Premier?
I don't think people were expecting them to win the league again. I think everyone's kind of in the same boat.
In the village.
This is
He told me
Arsenal's
that
one.
if we had a
This
well
has
to
to
the
be
water, we'd
Arsenal's
find
one.
a place
We're all
called
kind of in
Albion.
agreement with
He
that.
said that we'd
I
find
think
other
it's just
survivors there
how
too,
quickly
which
everything
hopefully
went to
means
shit
food and
after
shelter.
you made the
No more
signing.
scrounging
Like,
around in ruins for
fucking 3
non-weaponry
losses in a
grub
row in the
forever.
league after starting with 5 wins. But the
Hmm.
5 wins weren't even that good.
Family will be there.
There was a
Oh, no,
lot
they
of
were flukes.
glaring issues.
Yeah, they were total flukes. Don't get me wrong. Well, no, actually, no. They're not
I know
all
Well,
the
some
flukes.
of them
feeling,
were.
yeah.
Some of
No.
them
But
were.
it's
Some
the
of them
only
weren't.
lead we have
Yeah.
for now.
But it wasn't perfect.
No.
The
Better than
results
sitting
made it out.
around waiting to die in
Well, I think a
Rotterdam
lot of people are
anyway.
like kind of saying the same thing. Like, I listen to the Liberal podcast, which is basically
He
like, you know, do you
passed
want
on,
it's basically a podcast. If you want to listen
He
to
was
all the
too
football
far
journalists
gone,
without
and
having to
honestly
have
was
their
mostly
fucking editors
babbling
ruin
from
their work,
delirium when I found him.
essentially, it's a very good
Telling me
podcast. I
about
really
Poland
recommend it.
was
But
really
it was Rory
important
Smith
to
who was
him,
making the
though.
point
I
that
got that. He was also trying to warn
like
me
because
about
the whole thing
something.
was titled
I
"What
have
is
to
wrong with
admit, I
Liverpool,"
didn't really
and basically
catch
kind
that
of
part.
and this is before
I
the
have a bad
2
feeling
losses
about
after this,
this.
which was the United loss
Yeah.
and then the Chelsea loss. And they're
Yeah.
basically saying like there's nothing really wrong with the team. It's just that they basically made a conscious decision last year to change very little about the setup. They basically kept the same tactics, they kept the same squad, kept everything together and made just slight changes, like Diaz
Yeah.
playing as striker and shit like this. Just small little logical stuff.
Mhm.
Whereas
now,
now, this is the first time that the new manager actually wants to have his squad the way he wants it and do his tactics the way he wants it. I think also another point as well is that they did lose John Heitinga in the summer as well, and he was their defensive coach. So I think taking him out of it at a kind of an unfortunate time, and they didn't really replace him until late on with Van Bronckhorst. So like now you have another coach that is like given a totally different assignment to try and get this like defensive cohesion to work after change. You're essentially changing both fullbacks in a back four. You're trying to bed in a creative midfielder who is meant to be the heartbeat of the team. But in order to become the heartbeat, he has to get in that kind of same kind of. He has to synchronize with everyone in the team. That you can't do that overnight. Like Kevin De Bruyne had to take a year to get that in Wolfsburg before he became the heartbeat of the team. And likewise,
Do you know who didn't need to do any of that? Take any time to become the heartbeat of a team.
Bruno.
if you
Yeah.
say Bruno Fernandes is a fucking smack,
No, but Aaron is like, yeah.
He joined the league. He
Yeah,
immediately
brilliant.
joined a fucking team, and it was unstoppable for
He
a
was.
good year before he even remotely faltered.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree with you on that point. But again, you have to understand, like those players like that, if they hit the ground running at that moment, that's a bonus. Like that's
Yeah.
a good thing. That's you having to skip. Like okay, we can skip a year of development now on this. This guy's got his shit together already, and we can just worry about other bits now. So like the problem is that Liverpool now have a whole lot of other bits to worry about because they have Salah declining rapidly. They have a striker with no preseason in him, so they're trying to gingerly ease him in without having his hamstring explode.
you have Robbo who's in the back end of his career now as well.
Exactly. So you need to give Kirkes more game time in order to get up to speed, and he's obviously
Frimpong's new.
and Frimpong's after fucking getting the hamstring sniper shot at him today, so he's off for a while as well. So you've got all these other fucking things to juggle. So, like, I think if we were saying this in our own group chat, like, Wirtz is the least of Liverpool's problems. There are so many other things to worry about first before he gets the
His issue was his price tag. Will it be his price tag for a while? That's the problem with spending 130 odd million on a fucking player.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
I think that's also like it's noise for everyone outside the club. Like everyone in the football realm kind of go, listen, if you want to get a player like as good as that guy, you were gonna play 100 million in right now in this moment. In the same way, like if you want to get the best striker, who's recognized as one of the best strikers in the world, you have to pay 100 million. That is just the reality of it. You know, like again, United had to pay 70 million for the idea of a good strike of a top striker in Sesko. It will be, you have to wait until he's actually finished the club to see if he's worth the money or not.
Yeah.
You know, that's the end of it. Like the same with like
I do have a very good feeling about Sesko because it did start off slow, but he is slowly just getting there.
Yeah.
He's never going to be a 30 goal a season striker. And as long as we admit that now, it's fine. But he is very capable of getting 20 goals a season, getting us out of tight spots when he does finally get settled, and being that lad who can just show up and just hoof balls after fucking 20 minutes if we need a goal to get a draw or a win.
well,
That person.
I would say to any like people who are worried that this Liverpool project's going to fall on its arse, yeah, they might finish fifth this season, they might finish sixth, whatever. But I would refer them to the Chelsea team that we have now,
Yeah.
right? Because that Chelsea team had their overhaul 2 seasons ago now at this stage, where they spent stupid amounts of money on midfielders, and more midfielders. And hey, look, more midfielders. but their
Half
midfield
of whom are gone now.
have them on now. But the players that remained are like their midfield is worth 250 million pounds, and it's only 2 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, money laundering is what it is, but we won't read into that.
But those 2 players, when they're together, are fucking incredible. Like they
Yeah.
won. Like that midfield is probably the best basic midfield you can
Is
get.
that Endo and Casado or
Enzo and Casado, yeah.
Enzo and
Because
Casado?
like one can play make and one can defend, and they can switch around the flip around, and that is a tactical stuff that Maresca kind of worked out towards the end of the last season. But again, that took a full year for him to figure that out.
Figure it out, yeah.
You know, and like it's midfielders in particular, like either they click or they don't, and sometimes you have to work on it. And some clubs are at a stage where they just have to work on it, and that's it. You know, it's not like you're asking like it's grand for like say, well, you have a season like United where like you only have to worry about 40 games this season compared to Liverpool who are playing twice a week, every week until March at the very earliest, which is insane. That's a lot of football.
That's
a lot of players trying to get to know each other. You know. We should reserve this for our football manager chats. Like, we need to just turn that into a podcast now.
This is, yeah.
Note to self for next year.
Yeah, I've just tried to switch back to the game here
Sure, yeah.
because I realized it's going way off tangent there to a complete football podcast.
In fact, we were in a bit of a lull in the plot now, but now we're in this new area now that like seems to be more in keeping with where we came from. But this is
Can I just ask? This has probably been explained. What's the white orb?
It's a red.
The red orb. Red orb. Sorry, red orb. What's that
Colorblind.
bleeding all over the guy?
So that is actually meant to be a regen, like a regenerating health. So basically, I haven't triggered any of the magic stuff yet. So in the forest, we picked up a basic, they call them runes here, call them spells, whatever you want to call them. So basically, I've got a fire spell and I've got a regeneration spell. So if I were to activate them, that red thing would float above my head as well, and basically give me basically like a well of mana.
Okay.
That's all that would be there, in case you're wondering. So, so yeah, like I said, I just haven't actually triggered any health yet. I think, hilariously enough, I think it takes me up until this point to realize that there's actually more than 2 or 3 menus in the game, because I was just game initially, and like I think here I've actually getting like I was just seeing there, I got like equip new items and stuff like that. I think what timestamp are you guys at? Because I got misplaced there a while ago.
I am at 2:34:46.
Okay, great. So I'm well behind you. So you've seen now that like I copped halfway through that. Oh shit! There's a equip menu here that I can now activate the spells. So that's where I'm at now with this. So
Spells can be activated. Here we go.
Yeah. So bear in mind, like I did literally like play the entire first level without even trying out all of my new toys or even upgrading my sword.
That's like when I played the Spider-Man game first, right? Not even first. Yeah, first. I got all the way as far as the Doc Ock boss battle before I upgraded anything.
Yeah.
And that's where I realized, oh, okay, right. So I moved everything around and I was like, how the fuck did I beat him without half of this shit going on that I had next to me?
To be fair, I used to get a kick out of that when I was playing the likes of the Need for Speed games and seeing how long can I make the first car last in the game.
Yeah. You want to see how far you can get with the basics.
Yeah.
Then you add on all the fun stuff.
That's it, yeah. Like in the Underground game, you could feasibly clear the entire game with just one car. Because there was all street racing stuff, so like the only things you're going to be lacking on is like the drag races or something where you actually do need speed, but everything else you can actually just be good at the game.
Yeah.
4-1 Cody Gakpo.
Yep. We are good in the hood. Your man's not looking too well, to be honest. Looks a little bit dead.
Now we've got Green Cape. Green Cape better than Red Cape.
Yes. Yeah, correct. Yes, it is. It is better than Green Cape. And you'll be shocked to hear we will get an improvement on the Green Cape later on in the game, because that's how this shit works.
You up the green.
I agree. You up the greens.
Abominable, vicious snowman.
Some sort of snow creature.
It's like the abominable snowman from Monsters Inc., but it's been pissed off.